Greetings and welcome back, everyone, to Reign of Kings with me and a new Steel Joe.
Yeah.
Hello,
Whack.
new Steel Joe. I threw my torch at you. I wanted to hit you with my torch. Why did I throw my torch at you? That seems silly. Oh. Oh well, we've lit the beach. But yes, welcome back to Reign of Kings. We've got a little bit of explaining to do. Oh, my torch has run out. That torch was crap. Torch was absolutely crap. Okay, well.
Oh, so what the fuck?
Yep. Now yours is gone as well. But yes, we've got a little bit of explaining to do. Now we can't see a bloody thing. Oh, Steel Joe, what has happened to us? But unfortunately, this is like to be the last Reign of Kings video that we're going to be uploading. I know, it's sad. Steel Joe cried. A lot, actually.
I'm still crying.
Tears of rage, though. There's people that he wanted to destroy Italy, but now he's not going to get the chance. It's a bear over there, Steel Joe. Do you want to go take it on by yourself in your club?
I don't need a club.
Oh, okay.
Where we are going, we don't need clubs.
That is actually true, yes. But in a nutshell, unfortunately, the Reign of Kings server, this is the same server that we've been playing on previously, but it had a little bit of a problem. And no, it wasn't a problem brought on by Steel Joe's kleptomania. This time it was a problem completely outside of Steel Joe's control, I think.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, it actually was this time. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me get up this hill. We're going back to the area where we had our base. Come on. Damn it. I can't get up the hill.
Aavak is still not a Skyrim horse.
I'm still not a Skyrim horse. It is true. Nor am I a mountain goat. What was the pity, really? But it is pretty dark, and we don't have torches. But you may have already guessed by the fact we have a new Steel Joe, new characters. And the only time the new characters happen is when the server has a little bit of a wipe. Now, I did mention this on Twitter. I'm not sure if Steel Joe mentioned it to any of his viewers, but unfortunately, yes, the server got wiped. And this was like a week before the patch came out. Because the patches come out every week or every 2 weeks or thereabouts. And when the patches go live, they tend to require a server wipe. So you kind of play with the knowledge that as an alpha game, you're going to have server wipes. But the server wiped even when there was no reason to do so. And it was at that point that we were like, this is going to be very hard to make a series, considering every week or 2 weeks we're going to be completely reset back to square one. There's no way of preserving anything, because you have to make entirely new characters as well. There's no way of just sticking things in your inventory and carrying the most important like workshops around with you. Look at that. Someone has built an awesome tower up there. But our little waterfall area has actually been quite popular, it seems. We have a huge castle over here, and as the sun comes up, you'll be able to see it a little bit better. Looks like daybreak is on its way. You can see Steel Joe running around. This is conquered by House Telech. It looks amazing, especially in the light, because then you can actually see it, which always does tend to help with looking at things. But one thing I thought was amazing, look at that. They used a stone window as kind of like a little river gate. So they'll be able to gather water from inside their house.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Idea.
I like that.
I thought that was really, really, really clever.
We've got another one here.
Yeah, I just think it's fantastic. In fact, I'm going to gather some water quickly. But yes, so as a result of the frequent wipes that this game gets, we're going to be putting the game on hold for a little time. We will be coming back to Reign of Kings, but when there's a little bit more substance here, a little bit more patches have passed, and there's enough to show in a week that it won't just be watching us do exactly the same thing again that we've done the last 2 or 3 wipes that we've gone through. Look at this place. They've even got this huge tower. This would have been an awful lot of work to do. I can't even imagine. Yeah. This is several days worth of work. Well done, them. Well done indeed. And come a week, they're going to lose it all. But there have been a couple of new additions to the game, even with the last patch. But we're not going to cover them in any real detail, other than to say that they have actually added a fair few little features like signs and things like that. Let me see. I believe there was a sign around here somewhere. But they've added some extra features and a little bit of balance tweaking. But what we're thinking of doing is that if we wait for a couple of patches to pass, then there'll be quite a lot of new content for us to show off in that first week. So it'll give a little bit more substance to the Let's Play. Again, like I said, I can't imagine that people are going to find it particularly entertaining to watch us grind in exactly the same way and build more or less the same building again for the third or fourth time with no real new steps in between.
Yep.
But you know what? Maybe one of these days we'll come over all undapper. Perhaps Stijo has been spiking my coffee, my tea with coffee. My coffee with tea would be a good thing, but my tea with coffee, and we'll come on here and perhaps have a little bit of shenanigans just for old time's sake. But outside of that, we're not going to be recording any new Reign of Kings footage for a little while, I'm afraid. So this is your notification video. We didn't just want to stick up a tweet or just leave it where it was, so we thought we'd just pop on, see what was happening around our old home. And it looks like someone else is doing much more with this land than we ever did. So well done them. And congratulations, House Talach.
If you're a bit upset with maybe not getting to see the entirety of the game, in all fairness, the only thing that we really missed out is siege engines. You didn't get to see siege engines firing, but other than that, we basically covered everything that you can craft in the game. I don't think we've really missed out, except obviously different buildings and watching us actually build a massive keep, but you know, that'd probably be watching more grinding than building, to be fair.
Yeah. Though, if we do come back, when we do come back, because I certainly intend to come back, even if Stijo has moved on to greener pastures, I will hopefully return to Reign of Kings. This is a really fun game for what it is, and I especially like the sort of stuff that you can get up to in the PvP kind of things, but generally you need a base with a solid infrastructure in order to get there first, and that's all we've been able to show in a week's worth of recording before getting reset back to square one. So in the future, should we pop on for little visits here and there and update videos, we'll probably be focusing on, well, Steel Joey stuff, honestly. I forced him to build houses and be polite for too long. I guess it's only fair that I join him in the lands of undapitude.
It's the best way to do it.
No. There's always a better way, but I'm just not going to force you to have to use them. But that's going to be it from us. But before we leave, shall we just see if we can get to the King's Palace?
Yeah, let's go.
Come on, then.
I doubt we'll get in.
Get up there. I doubt we will as well.
Oh, look, there's a sign. This sign says sawmill with a smiley face.
Ah, yes, there's the sign. Fantastic.
The sawmill is this way.
I think they actually paint the signs. You paint it pixel by pixel. You don't just write like Minecraft.
Yeah.
You actually write on the sign with your mouse, which is fantastic. I really, really like that. Right, okay. Let's follow Steve. We're going to head to the... I was going to say King's Landing. That's not the right place. We're going to head to the Raven Tree.
Wiener, 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 wiener.
I'm just going to let him continue. I've got nothing to add.
God. That was a South Park episode.
We are totally going... If we actually encounter any kind of resistance, we are just going to flat out die.
Yes.
We've got no clothes. I've got a club. And 24 I'll throw berries at them, blind them with my berries, then club them in the shins and run away.
I don't need to run faster than them. I only need to run faster than you.
This is true, but since I've started further back than you, I'll have a head start.
Am I going the right fucking way?
I don't think you are, and I'm following you.
I always get turned round. I don't know why you follow me.
Steve doesn't know where he's going. I'm going to go the right way.
Oh yeah, I'll. Where are you going then? That seems interesting. I don't have you in my clan, so I can't follow you.
Right, okay, that out there is forest and beach. We need to get up to a high point so we can spot the... Oh, it's this way. There we are.
I think I'm going the right way.
Joe.
Yes, I am. Haha.
Stejo does not have a very good sense of direction anymore. It's been too long. All of his skills from Reign of Kings have rusted. Okay,
I have
a bit steep.
archived them.
Wow,
You started it. You said rusted.
that's true. Hello, wolves. I don't want to play today. Stejo does though.
I am slightly off to the side of you.
Hopefully, I can lure the wolves towards you.
I shall leave the wolves to you, Aavak.
No. You're welcome to them. I don't want them. You're 100% welcome to the wolves. Let's get down here then. No, we wouldn't be on the. Well, actually, we might actually be getting somewhere around the Plague Village.
Perfect. I have food now. I will no longer starve or dehydrate.
That is always fun. Yes, not starving. Very fun.
I played a game by the same name.
Indeed.
I wasn't very good at the titular action. Let's put it that way.
I, on the other hand, was not too bad.
I tended to do everything fantastically except said titular action.
So basically, you were amazing at the game, except not starving.
Yes, that was the
name of the game. Yeah. Well done.
I think I died like 3 times, and it was all to starvation.
Well played. I died to a giant spider.
Oh, those things will fucking wreck you, though.
Yeah. I loaded her over traps and everything, and it was still alive and then killed me. Alas, I'd explored the caves and everything. I even had like a little pig hut village to the north and beehives and everything. It was glorious.
Well, this is cool. I wonder what their little sign says. Some of these buildings are fantastic.
Yeah, I know.
Their little sign says "lost?" ?
Okay, fair enough. But as you can imagine, signs were added to the game in the last patch. Therefore, they are everywhere. What we got here? Free stuff.
Free stuff.
Go
on.
I am free. Yes.
Oh, does that mean you don't get to pay tax anymore?
I hope. Yes. If the ravens come, I'll be like, no. You don't understand. I'm free. We have poppies. Are these giant poppies?
Those are
No,
humongous. Oh, they're not.
They're not giant poppies. They looked far redder than they were. Someone's made a checkered house over yonder. But there doesn't seem to be anything blocking the way up to the Raven Tree, which is interesting. We might actually become kings for all of 5 minutes before we wrap up.
That's final episode. We become kings. GG the end. Yeah, the server looks to be just as populated as it was when we were playing on it.
Yes, that's another one of the things with Reign of Kings is the server population is actually quite low, or at least on the server that we were playing on, and that was almost necessary in a way, because unless you had a lower population server, then with the way that we recorded, which was like every couple of days we'd record for a few hours, everything you owned would be gone.
Yeah,
pretty much, just because people would be bored, really.
Yeah, because there wasn't much else to do. But just a detriment to the game. I feel like the game's more focused on PvP or building. Like, those are the two things.
Well, I think it's quite heavily focused on the player interaction. I like it for that, honestly.
Yeah. I still really enjoy this game. It's just a bit of a shame. Basically because of the confines of YouTube. To get any decent amount of content out, would need to be playing pretty much every day, and that's just unable to happen.
Oh no, here we are. They've got some sort of keep. Well, this is where we kill ourselves trying to get around it.
Yeah, we need to at least try.
Looks
like the front gates are open.
Well, there's gates further back as well.
Was that a gate or is that just a freaking wall?
No, it is a giant gate. Then there's a wall, and then there's more gates and more walls, and so on and so forth. So the king has clearly fortified his area. Well done, king. Or queen, for that matter. The Gentry Philosophy Kit. Oh, I like these people. I like them a lot. Well, maybe if we had enough wood, we could. No, you scallywag! Why would you do such a thing?
I wish that worked.
God, up
That's
and go.
it, man.
No, go off. No, he's got the high ground. Oh, he's descended into madness. It's Lord of the Flies all over again. Oh dear. We are bleeding everywhere. Oh, look at this blood. How can we be bleeding this much and still be alive?
Oh, we get tactics now.
I
Tactics.
Oh dear. We're getting quiet now as we're trying to win.
No. Apparently, I wasn't allowed to block there.
That's happened to me once or twice as well.
Okay, done it the same again.
Okay. There's so much blood. How are we still alive with this much blood on the floor?
Fuck it, just
Oh,
swing
dear.
madly.
No! He's becoming a barbarian. No! Damn it. There goes my attempt at blocking.
Oh, and there
Oh,
goes
there we
Aavak's
go.
head.
Oh, Steve, I am not at all surprised that you won that engagement.
My people, they need me.
No, I can't even see you dying.
Splat. Rep Studio.
Stijo won the right to kill himself by throwing himself off the bridge.
Seppuku.
At least I died by the, well, I was going to say by the blade. At least I died by the blunt force trauma. But that is it for Reign of Kings for now. In a couple of weeks, we will probably revisit it once there's been a couple more patches come out. And hopefully that the development cycle isn't quite as aggressive. Like having a reset every week is really hard. For me, that's the primary reason why I rather put this down for a couple of weeks, is because there's just no progress being made as a result, and it's just watching the same stuff happen over and over again. So hopefully in a couple of weeks we will come back and there'll be loads of new things we can show off. Even if there is a reset after that week, at least we'll have had a lot of new content to be able to showcase. But when we return, there'll probably be a focus on some of the other elements of gameplay. So even if there isn't too much new stuff to do, we'll probably be focusing a little bit more on raiding and, yes, trying to gain kingship. I mean, that's a given. But that's going to be it from us. So as always, until next we meet, do take care and do not have a fight with Stijo on a bridge.